Hi, my name's Brian, and I'm from Napa, California. I'm here to tell you about a learning motivational fun experience that I had when I was 14 years old as the brand new member of the marching drum ensemble, in fact the drum captain. And so it was part of my job to learn how to play the bass drum in the context of a marching drum ensemble. And for those of you who don't know, the marching drum ensembles are those groups in which you see them often at football games. They've got several different sized bass drums, and those are the ones that are strapped to the people's chest, but it's basically you got a small one and then two larger ones and then the biggest one. And so the biggest one makes the lowest sound, the smallest one makes the highest sound, and in between you've got those pitches. So basically what you have is a scale in which each hitter can actually play different parts so that they fit together like the pieces of a puzzle. So the challenge for each drummer was to be able to play your own part by yourself and then have everyone else come in and then drop off and be able to play both the same thing in both contexts, both by yourself and with the ensemble. So one of the ways the instructor did this was he would have all 10 of us, because there were 10 in the ensemble, he would have us all start with the bass drum, the highest bass drum, and then work down to the lowest bass drum, and then go to the percussion, the cymbals, the snare drum, the quads, and all of that together. As soon as everybody was playing, it was sounding really good, and as soon as it started to sound good, he would stand next to someone, anybody in the group, stand right next to them and put his hand up. As soon as he put his hand up, everyone else had to stop playing, and only that person he was standing next to would continue to play. And so the way that it worked basically was he would do that for everyone, and he would go around at random points, bring in the rest of the group, and then if he wanted someone to practice their part, he would go stand next to them, put his hand up, and and that person would just play their part. For example, if it was a bass drummer, they might be just going doom, doo-doo, doom, doo-doo, counting really intensively, and so that everybody could come back in. It was a beautiful feeling, and I think it really helped our drumline improve, and we did it really well that season thanks to the instructor. I think the instructor made it really fun. He kind of made it like a game because you weren't sure if he was going to come to you next, so you had to be really concentrating on just your part so that you could be able to hold it down, right? So that everyone else could come back in after you played your part. And so for me it was really a creative way to learn, and I think that I became a much better drummer for it. And it was fun, There's no problem with motivation when you're engaged and it's fun. And for me that's what it was like, and thanks for listening.